Exciting. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Sarah?
I am catching my second wind,
Oh, yeah.
hopefully.
Please share some with me.
I don't know how to, honestly. Tonight I made dinner and I had one child who will remain nameless, who was like, I don't want to eat this. And I was like, it's a delicious, hearty, nutritious meal. And I fought every instinct I had to be like, you can go to bed hungry, like would have happened in my household.
Okay.
I was growing up.
Did you end up giving him or her, I don't know, something else to eat?
No.
I was like, you're such a nice mom.
No, you eat what I've prepared or you do not eat.
That's pretty much how it is in my house too.
Not playing that game. I'm not gonna do it. So today we get to talk about how to get your first 100 subscribers. Wasn't that long ago. I don't know.
I know, gosh.
It feels like a million years, but simultaneously like really, really close.
Yeah. I feel like it was just so crazy. I feel like I've just learned so much. Gosh, I was really like naive when I started my YouTube channel. And then I feel like what we're going to talk about, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about that you don't really see on some of the big YouTubers, like really practical stuff. So I'm excited to just save people a bunch of time and heartache that I had to experience.
I know. Well, I was like, when we were preparing for this podcast, I watched several videos of bigger YouTubers to just see what their advice was. And I was kind of surprised, not really, by how vague it was and that there weren't very many actionable steps. So anyway, I like that we've come up with a lot of action-oriented steps. They're not just like, have deep thoughts and think about it.
Oh my gosh. I'm like really happy that we started this YouTube channel podcast, because I feel like that's like one of my biggest pet peeves is like spending and investing time watching videos and feeling like I really walked away with nothing. And I'm really happy that we can share and spread, things that we've picked up that actually help, that actually make a difference to people who are just on their journey, and hopefully save them a lot of like frustration. Lord, that was hard in these YouTube streets.
I know. And I remember like when I first started YouTube, like I've been thinking a lot about who I was when I first started my channel. And the closest thing I can liken it to is like the childhood trauma of sitting at a lunch table alone. Or even I went to this breakfast thing in December and I didn't know anyone. I felt super brave going. But the moment when you walk in and you're like, you don't know anyone and you feel like everyone else knows each other and you're like, no one is going to talk to me or sit with me. I'm going to just sit here alone like a big loser. And anyway, so I think our tips are meant to like definitely make you realize how much of a community that is out there who's like very ready to be your friend and to support you. And it's just magic, I think.
Absolutely. Sarah, like I can relate to that whole feeling of feeling like, okay, I just want to go to, be friends and have a group to sit with, and feeling like, no, it's not going to happen. And the awkwardness, because I think I even put that on one of my videos. Like when I got my first maybe 300 subscribers, I like made that same reference in my video. I was just like, thank you guys for being my friend. And for those of you who don't know, Sarah and I, we go way back. Okay. I say way back. It's been a year. And pretty much the reason that I know the things that I know about like building community and, the things that you can do to get your first 100 subscribers and build that support around yourself is because my dear friend Sarah was the first person who came and sat at my table and was like, girl, you're not alone. And let's go. And it's so true. And then from there on, it's just like the magic happens. So I feel like the stuff that I'm going to share, it's pretty much, you showed me the way, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you. I think it's so cool how like we've been able, you and I, but also you and I with other people, like you just vibe with people sometimes. And that's something, as soon as I heard you talking and I saw your little setup, I was like, I think we're friends.
Oh yeah.
But you're going to find a lot of those people. You're going to find a lot of people who are just like trying to have a relationship with you because it's going to benefit them. But you're going to find more people than not who actually really, they're invested in you succeeding, and you're invested in them too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But when I first started my YouTube channel, I, like, in my secret heart of hearts that I probably hadn't even said out loud, I was like, I want a business. And I think in one of my very first YouTube journals, I spoke about it and I was like, I want to be able to work from home. But I was very scared. And so I wasted a lot of time just pretending that I didn't want YouTube to be a business. I was like, just casually doing it, just see what happens. No big deal. Didn't tell anybody I knew, didn't put it on any socials until maybe like 3 months ago. So,
Yay, Sarah.
But I learned a ton of steps that could have helped me so much faster because I was too cool for school and like was so petrified of failing. So
yeah.
That's my story. Were you afraid of failing when you started, or did you tell everybody that you started a channel?
I can't remember. I just know, like, I don't know why I felt like 100 was like the magic number. Like, I just felt like so awkward. Like, even now, like, I feel awkward when I think about like when I fall into the comparison trap, which I try not to. But I was just like, oh my God, my friends and family can't come over here and see I have 26 subscribers. Like, this is a disgrace. Like, that was like back in the days before I became interested in serving people. I'm just gonna admit it because maybe there's somebody out there who can relate. It's a little awkward.
It's true.
And you don't.
If you had 400,000 subscribers, you would, in a heartbeat, be like, "Hello, I have a channel. Yes, you can check it out, or you don't have to." But it's like the fact that you think you have to be excellent at something that you know nothing about and have never tried.
Ridiculous.
So stupid.
Yeah.
And I was listening to something about that. I don't remember who it was, but they were saying how adults are so silly because we all have like this capacity to grow and learn. That's like, there's really no boundary to it. We can just go, but we won't, because